do about it because you're just out here trying to, cause a scene. Well, how do you know that? Why do you think that? Why is and I know that there's some people who just want to cause a scene. I get that. But I mean, he's clearly doing a skit. He's got this, this is a
Hey,
street.
Surreal Cam just donated $100, man. Thank you,
Oh,
brother.
nice.
You're amazing, bro.
Hell yeah, we're over 4,000 on GoFundMe. And
They're just always trying to make it worse than it is, and to target people that they don't like. And isn't that exactly what we're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
That there's some people that they want to punish more than other people. Now, whether that be because of their occupation, or
Yeah.
because of the color of their skin, or because of the color of their hair, or because of their accent, I don't know. But there's definitely some people that are held to a different standard, and it's always us. It's never them. And even if they are being held accountable, even for whatever it is, terrible thing that they did, and it must have been fucking terrible. If you see a cop get arrested, if a cop gets arrested, they did it. It's like holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Their investigations take fucking weeks to figure out if they broke the law.
Yeah, it takes,
The Real Cam just donated $100. Thank you, bro. Love your channel too, by the way.
Yes.
And your brother was a legend too, man. Rest in peace to your brother.
Surreal Cam is the living legend now. He can carry on.
Yes, he is. He's doing a good job.
1467 on PayPal, you guys. 1467 on PayPal, 266 on Cash App, and then we're at 4004. I'm trying to update it. 4004 on
4,121. We just got
yep.
Yeah.
4,121.
That's over 5,500.
We're over 5,500
total.
Looking good.
And in a little over 2 hours, 5,500. So if we keep this up, and we started this late, what are you guys doing tomorrow? Because we're going to do this again tomorrow. We're going to do this until we get this guy out, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, I'm in.
The only thing I got to do tomorrow is visit James a couple times, and we can still be live in the parking lot.
Hey, will you tell him I said hi?
I absolutely will, Otto, and 100%, man. I will. I'll send him your love, man.
Thanks, man.
You're very welcome.
I feel like a bad friend.
You're not a bad friend. You're actually one of his best friends. You're one of his best friends. Don't feel that way.
Let me tell you, no, because when he called me, and I could tell that he was fucked up. I mean, I should have gone right then, and I've done that before. I've gone to visit people on the other side of the country because I knew that they needed it. I'm really not, I'm really not in this situation right now where I can be doing that kind of stuff right this minute, and that's really kind of put the bender on it. But man,
well, you always got a place to stay if you do come out.
I know that, dude, and I appreciate that. And likewise, that's what I'm trying to get at. I've got friends that some of them I've never met, but you guys are my buddy, and when I was out there in Arizona hanging out with the Arizona crew, man, it wasn't. I had never met any of these. Well, I think I'd met James and Val before. Okay, yeah, let me tell a story. One of my first, I don't know, 5 or 6 protests that I like, an organized protest that I had gone to, like early on, was in Dallas, and James and Val were there. It was open carry Texas and do not comply, was marching to the Dallas courthouse that's right next door to Luceric, and they had constructed a functional guillotine, and we marched this damn thing. There's 100 dudes out there with guns, and
I've
we
seen that.
marched a guillotine to the freaking courthouse. How cool is that? And Bao was walking around in this piggy pajamas, and you know, he walked up to there was cops everywhere, but they all stayed in their car. You know, they all stayed in their car, and they gave us our distance, and when nobody got arrested that day, which is surprising as shit to me, as the guy who's been arrested for potatoes, fingers, and cardboard signs. You know, and then, but you know, we're carrying a guillotine to the courthouse, and I guess that was fine. You know, it's the strangest thing. It doesn't. If we were to write a movie about it, it would be fucking retarded. Nobody would watch it. They'd be like, "This is too unbelievable." It's too unbelievable. But you know, Bao leaned up. Well, didn't the window was up, but he leaned into the window and was like, "Fuck you, piggers," or something like that. And I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, I can't believe you would do such a thing. Talk about popping a cherry.
Hell
Holy shit. It was on after that. But and I had, you know, that was fun. My daughter had just broken her leg, like, I don't know, 3 weeks before that. So I was pushing her. I was pushing her in a wheelchair as we're carrying this guillotine across the thing. Oh, it was so much fun. She was like, we sliced a watermelon with it, and she enjoyed that. She thought that was hilarious.
Hell yeah.
I mean, how often are you ever going to see that?
That's probably a one and only, Otto.
Probably is, and that's a damn shame. We should do it again.
Yeah.
So I've got a. Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag now. I've been building a bus for, you know, I built a bus, and it's got a trailer hitch on it, and I've been thinking about renting it like a wood chipper.
Are you gonna run watermelon through that too?
Yeah, dude, it'd be fucking great. And the sign would be "Make wood chippers great again."
Just fertilizing the lawn of the courthouse, motherfucker.
It's hilarious. I'm just trying to fertilize that tree of liberty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a funny concept, but people are so fucking soft. I thought about going to the police academy just so that I can get some extra rights.
It's a pretty good idea.
Yeah,
you
I want to be.
Guillotine nowadays. Look what happened to fucking Eric Brandt, man. You carry a guillotine to a judge. I mean, he just carried a few words. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's disgusting.
That's crazy. You know, man, and you know, should he have said it? Probably not. Was it distasteful? Absolutely. But I mean, Jesus, dude, look at all the shit they were doing to Eric. How is a man not going to lose his mind when every week? Okay, they started waiting, like they would see him riding his bike, and they would pull up in an unmarked minivan, jump off the bike, kidnap his ass, or jump out of the car, kidnap his ass, and drive the fuck away. Right? So everybody hanging around was like, you know, sitting there waiting for Eric to come back around the block. and then he just never did, you know. And they were doing that kind of shit all the time. And again, Eric won over 95% of all the cases. I think the total, I think it actually came, it was like 98.2 or some shit like that. He lost.
He was a legal genius. I couldn't believe how well scripted in the law he was. He did really well, man.
By far, the most knowledgeable amongst any of us. And I would, you know, I'd fight you on that one. Because, dude, that guy, you know, almost all of it was pro se. Even when he did have an attorney, the attorneys would contact him for references. Basically,
Wow.
all they did, you know, he did all of his own paperwork. He would write the motions and the lawsuits and send them to them, basically for them to put it on their letterhead and mail it. And they would do the talking sometimes, and I mean, very minimal effort. But
Hey, King George Wallen threw in $100. Did you catch that one?
Hell yeah. Let me refresh this.
We're at 4226 on the GoFundMe. We are at.
Let me break out the calculator. Hold on.
All right.
We're all right. 4226 plus.
And we're at 1467 on the PayPal.
1467 on the PayPal.
And 266 on the Cash App.
266 on the Cash App.
We're at $6,000 plus.
We're at $6,000, and we've been live for 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Good job, chat. That is awesome.
What's the goal?
40.
Shit.
Well,
Yeah, that's his bond.
But let me catch everybody up to speed who's coming in late. The original plan was Roy was going to go through a bondsman. Roy was going to put up the title to his house and $4,000. They literally were going to get James out today with that agreement. $4,000 in the title to Roy's house. Roy went to visit James in jail. James read the conditions and told Roy not to do it because they were just going to find a reason to violate him and steal Roy's house. Now that's a good guy. That's a good friend right there to talk a man. Don't bond me out. I don't want you to put your house up and bond me out. So
Yeah.
that's where we're at. That's why we're trying to raise the money.
He's worried about being set up. Sarita PD has set him up multiple times now, and they're not going to stop. So he doesn't want to be set up. And no, Sarita PD. I mean, he's got a lot of, look at the internet. Look at how much hate's floating around the internet. You know what I mean? I mean, there's just people that'll just try to set him up in any way they can, and we don't need that.
Exactly.
So I don't want to lose my house over some fucking internet thug trying to run his mouth and make lies about. Then I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, because when you're out on bond, you don't even get to go to court and prove your guilt or innocence. An accusation gets your fucking bond revoked.
Exactly. Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but when you go through the courts, I mean, it's bad too. But when you pay the cash bond, there's not as many conditions as the Bell's bondsman has. You're basically out on like a pretrial release, where you got to check in. You got to. I'm not quite too sure on how the jail system works. I think you're just out and you're good until your next court date. But there's probably going to be some conditions because he's got so many felonies. But the Bell's bondsman's got fucking 3 pages of conditions, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Brenda King just donated $25 on Cash App. Thank you, Brenda King.
Thank you, Brenda King. Let me.
These are from.
That's the Cash App right there. $ pigs under pressure. This is and y'all, this hasn't been updated. This was a screenshot from 3 hours ago, so it doesn't show all of the donations. But the reason I'm posting it is because it's got its $ pigs under pressure. This is the PayPal, which is at pigs under pressure, and this was before we even went live, I donated $1,000 to match Roy's 1,000 or whatever Roy put up. Roy was going to put up his freaking house, man. So if Roy can put up his house, I can put up $1,000. If we just had a handful of more people that would put up $1,000 like I did, we can get this man out.
Freeman had 500,000 subscribers.
Exactly. And I wish we had
send a dollar.
Yeah, send $1.
Send $1.
Subscribers, send $1 each.
Exactly.
Because it's not just the bond. The bond is one thing. Getting him out's one thing. But coming out he won't be able to go home. He's going to have to rebuild a life. He's going to have to get some treatment, get some help with that. Doctors are not cheap. So it's a whole process, and it truly does take a village, and we got to stick together because nobody's looking out for us except for us.
Yeah. And I don't know all the circumstances, but anybody that is going through it with their wife and your marriage is falling apart, I mean, that right there will cause somebody mental anguish, and so that's what I think triggered this whole thing, because of the issues him and his wife were having, and basically their marriage is basically over. So.
And that's personal. That's between that's his that's him. That's the Springer of it. And this isn't activism. It isn't directly related to activism. This isn't filming the cop, telling a cop to shut up kind of thing.
Exactly.
So
it's not just personal either, it's legal, because even if there was no personal at all, the legal system's involved, and there is no contact at all. So if his family loves him and wants to see him, he can't see him legally. That's fucked up. The state gets involved, and that's what happens.
And the state starts making threats, which makes things worse.
Leah paid $5 on Cash App. Thank you, Leah.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, dude, if we all just pitch in a little bit, there's plenty of us out here.
Absolutely.
If you've watched any of James' videos and gotten something from it, that should be worth $1. In my opinion.
I agree.
Got Mac Cucumber in the house. Yeah, I know when me and my wife split up, I lost my mind and had some mental issues myself and ended up in jail.
Dude, how many people have?
Yeah.
But we shouldn't ruin somebody over the worst night of their life. Fuck.
Yeah.
We've all been through some terrible stuff. This is not apples and apples, but I grew up. I live in Texas, and I've seen hundreds of people, thousands of people getting arrested for like a joint or a roach in the ashtray. Okay. And when I was still in school, my aunt told me a story about a party that she went to where somebody was smoking weed in there, and she was terrified that the cops were going to bust in and arrest everybody, And I was sitting here I was thinking then, I was like, that's pretty terrible. And then as I've gotten older, I was like, well, shit, if everybody got it caught and in trouble for, every time you did something, you got in trouble for it, would any of us be immune? Would any of us have a clean record? This whole system is designed to crush you. Isolates you. They put your mugshot on there. Fuck. Of all the things James has done that for the good, all the good that he's done. I can't even go. I mean, he's gotten Ice Cube to contact the what was it, Tucson
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. He said he
or
wasn't going to do his
Phoenix?
concert here because he wasn't going to do his concert in Tucson because of how nasty the pigs were.
Yeah, and they were trying to. Oh, I don't even see. This is the thing, right? There's so many things that he's gotten accomplished. I can't even tell you what it is.
Well, the
You
city
know?
of Houston was putting out an ordinance where you couldn't film
Yeah,
police within so many feet, and he put it out there in his channel. Ice Cube seen it, and said he's not doing his concert here in Houston until Tucson fucking gets rid of that shit. And the mayor got rid of it. Hey, Lisa Sue Royer for the 25 days. Thank you very much. I
And
appreciate that.
I just want to say something because there's a lot of people donating in the chat to my YouTube chat. If you guys, I really, really appreciate it, but YouTube takes 30% of that, and I don't get that money for a whole month. If you guys wouldn't mind donating that money to either the GoFundMe or the PayPal or the Cash App to help get Freeman out, like I really appreciate the support and the donations, but it's hard for us to use this money that y'all are donating, like this one that I have highlighted. It's really hard, but I will transfer the money to pressure. But so that $10, YouTube's going to take 3 of it. So I'll send Roy $7 out of that.
You already did, brother.
Yeah, and then there was another person that donated 9.99 euros. So we've got people watching from the UK. That was awesome, man. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate the support, man.
100%. All right, you ready for the new balances, Harvey?
Yes.
Cash App is brought up to.
Let me
Okay.
let me refresh the GoFundMe link.
guys, I have to dip out. My phone's dying. I don't have a charger.
All right, Otto. Thank you, Brody.
Okay,
We
I love you
you.
guys.
We
Thank
love
you
you
for
all.
doing this.
Thank you, brother.
All right, 42.56 plus. All right, what you got, Roy?
Oh, you disappeared on me, Harvey. You disappeared on me. Hold on. I can't.
42. You said 42.66.
42.56.
Oh, 42.56.
Where'd Roy go?
He can hear. He's in here, but he can hear. He can't hear you, but he hears me for
There he
some
is.
reason.
He came back.
Roy, you hear me?
There he is. You there, Roy?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry about
All right.
that. So 321 on the Cash App.
Who's Cameron S? Who's Cameron S?
Cameron. Oh, Cameron. Oh, I accidentally sent him the link to get in. Cameron is
All right.
he's a gambler on the internet. He's a friend of mine and an employee. He works with me. He wanted to help out.
Okay, he's in the studio for some reason.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to do that.
No, it's no worries. I was just trying to figure out. Okay, we got 42.56 on GoFundMe. What else you got?
All right, 42.56 on the GoFundMe so far. 321 in the Cash App and in the PayPal. 14. Let me refresh it real quick. 14.67.
All right, we're
That's
at
over.
$6,000.
Yep, over 6,000.
$6,044. Yeah.
I thought we were already about there. We've gotten a few donations since the last.
Well,
Oh.
you put the goal here on this when you started this GoFundMe a few hours ago. You put a goal of 5.5K, and we've passed that goal up. But hey, as long as we got 350 people watching, as long as you guys are game. I mean, somebody just sent me $2. Thank you, cat food. Is a bootlegger. Thank you. Get it. What else do we have? Jennifer Hill says, "Bye, Auto." Everybody's saying later, Auto. Tommy, you want to come up? Tommy on the panel, Tommy?
Hey Harvey, the GoFundMe's at 4816, brother.
I need to refresh it.
Yeah, we're at 4816 there, so that's why the number 4816 over here. The GoFundMe alone, 4816.
Oh, there it is. All right, well, let's do. We got to redo. We just Jose De Castro, Chile. You are the man.
We got to bring Otto back to do the math.
Chili is the man. That's the shit. Bring Otto back to do the math.
He went to public school.
Thank you, fucking. All we really need to do is so now we're at $6,544. I mean, $6,544, y'all. Sorry.
Chili, thank you, brother. That's freaking awesome of you, man. Really cool of you. Hopefully we can put together something tomorrow again, all of us, multiple times. I don't know how we're going to do it, but let's keep doing it, man, because
we got to keep raising money tomorrow, Chili. And if you want to help us or be involved in any kind of way, I've never seen anybody raise money as good as Chili does. And I've seen him do it for multiple people. He is really good at it. And yeah, the best raising money ever. Hugely.
He's the best in the business, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, I remember he raised a shitload of money for my friend CH and Ty, which Craig. I think he raised like $6,000 for him. I remember he raised like $6,000 for News Now Ninja's lawyer. He's raised a lot of money for a lot of people, man. So thank you, Chili. We're gonna do something else tomorrow. Until we get this $40,000, we're not going to stop. You guys, if we've raised $6,500 in 2.5 hours, then I mean that's just ridiculous if you add it up.
We don't stop.
We don't stop.
Yeah, exactly. We don't stop. Fuck yeah.
And we started late. So if we start at a good time tomorrow and fucking go for a few hours, we're gonna hit this goal, man. We're gonna get Freeman out. Where's Chili at? Chili, you want me to send you the link? If you want to come up, I'll put the link in the thing in the chat. Where is it? Let's see. Copy. Paste. There's the link, Chili, if you want to come up and say something. There is the link, Chili. Update, please. Okay. To the people that haven't been paying attention, Tuck Police Suck, will you give them an update? Why was James jailed? Where is he jailed? That's what they want to know.
Okay, he's jailed at Pima County Jail in Tucson, Arizona, and for going on a low-speed chase and in Sarah Rita.
Hey, Ann Mary Hall just donated 50 to Cash App. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Nope, thank you. Mary. That's more important. But yeah, he that's basically what it is. He has 10 charges, and most of them are related to the fleeing, the low speed chase, But like Roy said, he even used his blinker when he went around the spike strips. That was funny. And he, so anyway, and he had a driver's license. If everybody knows that Freeman didn't have a driver's license the whole time I knowed him, he ain't had a driver's license. He just got it back. He just got it. And so anyway.
Well, I'm gonna
That's where they taught him how to drive around those spike strips when he was getting his
Yeah.
driver's license.
Yeah. That's what he said too, is he wouldn't have been able to drive around that spike strips without his driver's license.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I want to match Chili on his $500 on this GoFundMe, man. Get us closer to this goal so it'll reset and go a little bigger.
oh, Chili sent $500
Chili said $500.
Billy sent
to the cat
$500.
to the Cash App.
No, to the GoFundMe.
GoFundMe. Cool. Thanks, Chili.
Yeah, thank you very much, man.
Jose De Castro, $500 donation. Everybody who's joining us from La Rata, thank you.
So real quick, Pigs Under Pressure, the GoFundMe, you started that just right before you called me, right?
I was doing it while I was on the phone with you and Harvey.
Oh,
and
no, man, that is great. So,
well, what's his name? Chili De Castro is the one, or Delete Laws, I should say, is the YouTube. Delete Laws is the one that he gave me the rundown within a 5 minute. He goes, look, dude, I can't teach you everything in 5 minutes, but this, that. He was actually the one that was going to do the fundraiser, honestly. Freeman did request that Harvey does it today, so I let Harvey know immediately, hey, man, Freeman would love if you did it, because Freeman and Harvey are pretty close. Freeman knows, that him and Delete Laws had some controversy on the internet, and Chili also knows that. They've made up since then. They're good friends now. So Chili knows what it's like to be in this torture, facility. He was just there. He feels horrible. He said it's like a thorn in his fucking spine, just thinking every day that James is still in there. And so he's giving it his all to help out, man. And I think we all owe Chili a big thank you for his involvement. And I just want to say thank you.
Chili is in the house now.
Right on, brother.
What's up? What's going on, Playboy? Are we on?
Chili, can you hear us?
1 second. I can't hear you yet. I will in a second, though.
We just got $100 from Otto the Watchdog.
Oh, man, Otto. Thank you.
Look, you guys, Otto, his I don't know if I should be discussing his personal business, but he just had to dump a bunch of money in fixing his bus. And I know money's probably tight with him. So that goes to show you how much respect he has for Freeman. Thank you, Otto.
Thank you, brother.
Are we on? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Yes.
I hear you.
Cool. So what's going on,
Welcome
everybody?
in.
Thanks for having me on the stream. I appreciate it. Everybody knows that the first couple of years that I was an auditor, Freeman and I had some beef and we went back and forth. And, the good thing, though, was that when I went to jail, Freeman actually did a video and talked to his subscribers about me being in jail. And then when I checked my GoFundMe that had raised about 20 grand, 26,000, I think, a bunch of people were on there saying they were sent from James Freeman. So, I never forgot that. And then when I got out of jail, I reached out and talked to James, and he reached back to me, and we had several hours of conversations, and we were able to bury the hatchet completely, which was really a great thing, because we do have to come together as a community. There's too much division because we're a bunch of alpha personalities. You put a camera on your face and say, everybody listen to me. And so it's just this tough thing. But I just want to come on for a couple minutes and just kind of reiterate that this is a fundraiser. If you're watching this stream, then what we need you to do is open up your phone right now, open up your laptop or your computer, and go to that GoFundMe link and put in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100. I mean, I put in 500 so that I could inspire other people to match me or come in with some contribution, because we do have to raise significant money for this guy. And all the things that have been said about him in the media and the stories, remember, they lie. They lie all the time about everything. And we don't know what actually happened. We have no idea. And me personally, I do not believe that James Freeman beat his wife or beat his children. I do not believe that. I know I would go out and say it's a fact, but I can't because I wasn't there. But I don't believe that one bit. I don't believe it at all. You know,
I don't
so
think you did either, man. I've had false accusations against me from women that wanted to break up and get me out of the home. I'm not saying that's what happened with Freeman, but I don't see Freeman beating his wife or his kids either. I really don't.
I was in jail for 4 months and I met dozens and dozens of men who he pushed me and they ended up in jail. The idea that James Freeman would ever touch his child is just so preposterous. It is so beyond the pale of ridiculous. And now the cops are completely trying to indoctrinate their family and trying to, I mean, I get reports from all over the place. So it's just, you know, but this, I just want to remind the people watching, I'm not sure how many people are watching, but this is a fundraiser right now. We absolutely need your help. We need you to open up your wallet, grab that phone you got, open up that GoFundMe and throw in 20 bucks. You know, maybe you have to skip lunch tomorrow eating out. Maybe you have to skip that morning latte. But the whole point is we can't do it just with a few people. It has to be hundreds or thousands of us. Because if this guy gets out on a bond, what they did to me in Ironton, Ohio, is they then tried to revoke my bond. A confidential informant called me the day before. They were going to do a bond revocation. And they said they're going to kill you in that jail, Chili. You better decide what you want to do. So my advisors told me to get out of town. So it looks like Stoffel's going to match 10% of that. Awesome, Stoffel. Put in 50, brother. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I did not like what they did to you in Las Vegas, man. I don't care. I don't care if people don't like you or not. What they did to you was wrong, and I was glad when you won, bro.
And just so you know, that attorney, Chris Oram, was $50,000 who beat the appeal trial. That guy cost 50 grand. And it had to come all at once. And it was these beautiful people in the audience right now who chipped in 5, 10, 15, 20. Stoffel just put in 50. Yes. Yes.
Thank you, Stoffel. Thank you, Stoffel.
Yes, Stoffel. Yes. Yes. So, you know, we just have to band together. We have to come together. You absolutely, every single person in this audience has got to pull their phone out and put in $10.
Kevin Gibson just donated $10. All right.
That's
something just came to my mind when you were talking, Chili. You were like, the community is still. I don't even know if I should bring this up because I don't want to bring up anything negative. But have you dropped these lawsuits on Lackluster and Accountability for All yet? I mean,
I don't know if this is the appropriate channel to talk about it. Like right now, I think we should focus completely on James Freeman.
Okay.
You know,
right.
I'll put it to you like this though. I have offered their lawyer on several occasions to drop the lawsuit. I said if they just retract their statements that are not true, I do not have a Ponzi scheme.
I just not remembered that after you said
Hey, how about this, Chili? How much do these guys got to donate to get it dropped? How about that? I'm just saying. Let them donate.
Look, I don't, you know, I don't want to be one of these guys, but I want them to retract their statements. This is what I really want. I don't think this is the appropriate venue right now. I think it's.
I'd forgotten about it, but when you said we need to come together, that popped in my mind. And just my opinion, I don't like it. But let's change the subject. But thank you for helping us with getting James Freeman out. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, bro.
Well, listen, if we're going to focus on anybody else, we should be getting hopefully Dale from Lackluster will pick up this GoFundMe and promote it on his channel. Hopefully Accountability for All will pick up this GoFundMe and put it on their channel.
I agree.
It is so important that, especially the leaders in auditing and the leaders who do news channels, we have got to make sure that everybody grabs, because tomorrow I'm going to do a live stream as well. And I'm going to use this GoFundMe because it's already created. And we're going to put another $5,000 or $10,000 on this tomorrow.
Yes.
You know, but it's
because Roy is right there. Roy's going to the jail every day. Roy was going to put up his house yesterday, and James talked him out of it. So, yeah, all the funds need to be directed to Roy because he's right there. That they're really good friends. You know, if this man was going to put up his house, we can definitely trust him.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
But hey, thanks for the support, Julie. We appreciate it.
To
5176 in the GoFundMe, you guys.
Refresh it.
Hey, can you change the screen?
What do you
Show
want?
maybe we put some I don't know, show our faces up there, maybe put a little bit of Freeman stuff on there, something we change. I don't know.
Well, Freeman took the whole channel down.
Or whoever's talking. Oh yeah, you're right, yeah. You know, David Brown just donated $20, you guys.
amazing.
David Brown.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
you know what? I might be able to email you a link to a bunch of Freeman bullshit, but I mean, whoever's speaking, maybe we can pop up on there. I don't know. I don't know how this shit works, brother.
I can do it like that.
Well, sure.
Hey, there I am.
I can do it like that.
5176 of 9K. It bumped up the reserve, the goal now. Harvey.
Let me. This is a fundraiser right now. We are raising funds for James Freeman, and every single person in this audience, we are all attached to this, and every one of us has to pull out your phone, and just take 5 seconds and send in $10, $20, $50, $100, whatever you can. If you can only do $5, then do $5. But we got a guy in the dungeon right now, and they've made up all these glorious things about him. And we know this guy. We've known him for years and years and years. I personally, James Freeman was my favorite auditor before I ever stepped on the scene. So this guy's in jail right now. And, we don't all have good moments all the time. Sometimes we have to forgive each other for our little indiscretions and our things that we do wrong. But the point is we've got to raise more money. And I've got a recording I was actually doing an edit for Freeman stuff for the fundraiser tomorrow. I got him on audio and on a 3-hour conversation we had one day about
just got
saying
another $50 from Stoffel. Thank you, Stoffel. Continue, Chili.
I just have some audio from a 3-hour conversation Freeman and I had, and I told him, and he said to record the call, and I think he recorded it as well. And James said to me on that phone call, Chili, it matters if you have the money to fight the system. And he was so direct about it when he said it. And I just was editing it just now, and then I got the text that, hey, Harvey Freeberg's doing a fundraiser right now. I was like, awesome. This starts the ball in motion. So we don't have enough funds, and so we do need you guys to donate if you would. Someone's news on the panel. I'll give them a chance. Sorry for talking so much.
Actually, Roy and Tucson Police organized this, and I'm just helping out.
Hey, Kevin Benarski donated $10 on PayPal.
Team DLZ, brother, coming through. Thanks, Kevin Bernarski.
Thank you,
man. That's amazing. Kevin's been around for a long time. If you guys didn't know, he's been on my channel for at least 3 years. So I know Kevin very well. He's ordered a ton of products from me through the years. I see the Vigilance Committee. I see DL Observer in the chat. Poor Dirt Farmers in here. What's up? Soy Leal's in the chat. What's going on, Playboy? Good to see you guys. Lenny's in the chat. Right on. Good to see you, Lenny. Thank you so much for coming. I see Radio Nerd in the chat. Good to see you, Radio Nerd. Thanks for keeping up on everything. Floyd, how are you, brother? Kevin Bernarski coming through with that $10 request.
Radio Nerd. Wait a minute.
Just a funny thing.
Radio Nerd is doing a good job of keeping up with the totals raised. How's Radio Nerd seeing what's coming in on your PayPal and Cash App as well as the GoFundMe?
He probably just has the numbers sitting there because those aren't moving as much as the GoFundMe is. I'll tell you what we got going on here. So the what is this one?
Hold on, calculator.
Yeah, Cash App $391.
$91.
Fantastic.
PayPal, we were at $14.77.
Fantastic.
And the GoFundMe, we are at. Oh, it's not updating.
5261. Chad Sorrell just donated $10.
Yeah, and Sassy B just said that they donated what they could. Thank you, Sassy, whatever that is. Because look, with the hundreds of people in the chat, if you just throw in $2, if every person in here, I know that times are tough. Texas Angel, good to see you. I know times are tough. Trust me, I know. But if you just throw in $2 or $5, what that does is it gets other people to be like, I can throw in $5. And then the more people that donate on this GoFundMe, it's on the internet, so it's a viral thing. The more of us who have contributed, just Sunday's in the chat. Good to see you, Sunday. If Sunday puts in $3, $2, $5, $10, then what happens is the algorithm of the internet begins to push this GoFundMe out to other people. And so if you're watching this right now, this is a fundraiser. We absolutely, I'll tell you what, if anybody puts in the next $20, I'll throw in $20 more. If anybody puts in $20, I'll put in 20 right more. Who's going to match me right now? Who is going to match me? That's what I want to know. Tell me in the comment section who's going to match me, and I will match you. Let's go 20. Can we get 5 people to do 20? That would be absolutely amazing. Tim Blias is in the chat. Old school Jennifer Hill's in the chat. Tommy Wood in the chat. Good to see you, man.
So Freeman has 600,000 subscribers. If every one of his subscribers donated a quarter, then we would have enough
for everything.
Hey, Chili, I have something to say to you. So Freeman told me, we talked to him today before Roy came in there. I talked to him for a half hour. He told me that if he would have had your trifold, he wouldn't have got arrested.
Well, actually, sir, it's now an acrylic plaque. So it's now an acrylic plaque. So it's upgraded a little bit. But, you know, and this was something I talked to James about last time I spoke to him. You know, I've started a new company called You Got Bail. It's on the top of my plaques now. And what it is, it's a social network that bails people out of jail. So if you get arrested, then there's a whole community of people. So we don't have to go on YouTube and eBay. There's already a fund created. So we could just pay off that bail or that bond, whatever it may be, bail bondsman or bond, and we can get those people out. So yeah, I appreciate the plug for the trifold. What's this person's name? I'm sorry, I don't see any names on the screen.
Oh, I'm Tuck, please suck.
Oh, I know who you are, man. I've watched your channel. Yeah, I know who you are.
Tucson, please suck. Yep.
They absolutely do.
He's going to the GoFundMe to donate right now. Thank you, DJ Chip.
There it is.
But to talk good about Tucson Police for a minute, he rode right through their territory for at least 10 minutes, and they didn't get in the chase. They left it to the state troopers and the county and Sarah Rita Police is the ones that did it.
Right.
So
James cleared the entire freeway of all law enforcement. I was able to do 100 miles an hour to the high speed or low speed chase. I should say. I made it there and documented it as he got arrested.
Wow, that must have been really intense.
Yeah, all the cops were with Freeman, so he had a free lane of highway all the way there.
Hey, Devin Cortrell donated $250. Devin Cortrell on PayPal.
Hell yeah. Devin,
thank you, brother.
Round of applause, everybody, for Devin. Good to see you soon, Heaven. Nice to see you, everybody. I appreciate that. Okay, Ultimate Slacker said, Chili, here comes your $20 match. Put it in, Ultimate Slacker, and I'll match that $20. Let me get 2 people in the chat who want to match each other. Can I get 2 people who will match $20 besides me and Ultimate Slacker? Can we get 2 people to match $20 a piece? Let me see 2 people in the chat who, and maybe just $10 a piece. But let's keep it going. The more algorithm, the better. The more people who are donating, and let's get this chat rolling a little bit more too. Get him out. Put it in the chat. Everybody, put it in the chat. Get him out. Get him out. Put it in the chat right now. Let's get the YouTube algorithm going so people come into the chat. Go ahead. Sorry.
Jennifer Dodds, $5.
There we go. There we go. Oh. Josh, you're a little bit behind in the video, Josh. Come forward a little bit and you'll be able to see that Harvey Freebird has put us on screen now. So you can see our faces and stuff, but you're probably just a little bit behind.
Yeah, I saw that comment too.
Get him out.
Yeah, this is the one I saw, yeah. Who's talking? It's freaking me out. I see no mouths moving. Everything looks like it's working fine to me. What do you guys think?
I can hear you loud and clear. We just received $10 from Skylar Richardson.
Yeah. Freeman's going to put his channel back up. His channel's not deleted. He made it private. And when he gets out, he's either going to have 2 choices. He can work in the 120 degree Arizona weather with Roy doing construction, or he can get his butt back on YouTube and make money that way. Roy says he thinks Freeman is going to choose YouTube real quick. I think he will too. We all want to see Freeman back on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's
Absolutely.
one of the best swimming auditors in the game.
But more importantly, I want to see James healthy, man. That's my first goal. And then, of course, we want to see him on YouTube. Absolutely.
Chili is better than a PBS fundraiser. I have seen Chili raise some good money.
I can't hear you, Harvey. Let me bounce over. We're all silenced.
I wonder what happened.
Oh, you hear me?
I can hear you, Tuck.
Yeah, I can hear Roy too.
Chili, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I was frozen there for a minute.
Roy's been having audio problems.
I can see in the chat Alien Factor. Good to see Alien Factor. I see
Roy?
you in the Vigilance Committee. I see you in the chat, man. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Stoffel throwing in some cash today. Let's keep the fundraiser going. Remember, you throwing in $5 means that it just keeps it rolling. You putting a comment in the comment section here on YouTube means that Harvey's channel gets shared out to people who normally wouldn't come here, but because there's so many hundreds and hundreds of people here, then they're going to come and watch, and they may just join. They may just jump in.
Chili, I pay for the top of the line StreamYard. There should be an option up there. You could restream this to your channel right now if you wanted to.
Is that right?
Yeah. I've told everybody that. Everybody else is using their cell phone, but if you're on a computer, you should see it.
Yeah, stream this to your audience right at the top, big blue square. I tried it on mine. It says I got a check mark there. Let me see here. Okay. I mean, I guess it says, am I live? Oh no, it's unlisted. See, that's okay.
Well, if you're live and it's unlisted, then you'll be live, but nobody's seeing it.
Okay, let me, okay, public.
Yep, I see that now. This stream this to your channel. I didn't see that before. I couldn't find it.
That's what I've been telling you.
My phone went dead, and I'm on my backup phone now. So it didn't show it on my other phone for some reason.
Somebody said Chili keeps freezing up, and Chili, you're buffering people's thing.
I did the
I don't
option.
see Chili.
I said
He's back.
I said share it to my channel. Let me see if it's sharing or not. I don't see it.
All right, you want to run some numbers real quick while we're waiting? We just received $25 from Robin Newberry in the PayPal app. So our PayPal, can you hear me?
We just got 20 from Patricia Alsap.
$5 from Jennifer Dodds. Another 5.
Okay, you want to do it? You want to add everything up again?
Sure. We're at 1762 on PayPal.
All right, hold on. 1762 on PayPal. Wait. I messed up. 1762 plus
401 on.
All right, and I already got the GoFundMe. All right, we're at 7,480.
All right, we're getting close to a quarter of the way there, man.
In 3 hours, late at night. That ain't bad. We're gonna hit this goal.
54.57 on the GoFundMe. Did you get that? Is that
no.
what you got?
I had 53.17. Up
54,
there it is.
57.
So add another 100. So we're at 75.80 now total.
What a great chat, man.
Which is freaking awesome, dude.
That's freaking awesome. It absolutely is. And yes, there's also 200. Don't forget about the $250 that came in on Apple Pay.
Oh.
I'll figure it out.
Everybody for some reason.
I had to refresh my shit a few times, Harvey. I don't know why I could get kicked out.
Maybe I need to refresh mine, but I'm scared if I refresh it, I'm going to lose everything.
Okay,
Well,
am I back on here now?
Let's close.
Are you
Yeah,
there,
you're
Chili?
back up.
Okay, cool. So let me just remind everybody again, real quick. Listen, I know we're having a
Chili,
good
you're
time.
muted.
I'm muted.
I can hear you.
You can hear me okay?
See, mine's fucked up again. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna get out of here real quick. I'll be right back.
We're having a
All
good
right.
So I just want to remind everybody that this is a
I can hear
fundraiser.
you.
I hear him.
No idea why my internet's not working.
So I just everybody that this is a
I can hear you.
I hear him.
no idea that everybody that this is a
I hear him.
That'd be
All
great
right.
if you, Stoffel, before you loan a few bucks to Warren, take that few bucks and throw it into the GoFundMe. Did that person come through with the 20 bucks that I was going to match?
Multiple people did actually, and I'm gonna jump in there and match some shit too.
Let me do it. Let me throw in another 20 just so I keep my word here.
Joe Williamson donated 100 on GoFundMe. I think we already said that though. My bad.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you, Joe.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
There's my 20 right there. There it is. So I got 20 more in there for you guys for Mr. Freeman. So if anybody else, there it is. Soon Heaven threw in a buck. Soon Heaven, that's great. That's absolutely great. West Texas Audits is in the chat. Good to see you, West Texas. Floyd,
Yes.
good to see you, man. What's going on? You guys throw in some cash right now. Everybody, let's get at least to $10,000 before this stream comes to an end. And then hopefully it'll keep on propagating and aggregating and more people will see it, because we cannot leave a man in jail. We can't leave somebody behind. It's just.
Thank you, Floyd, for the $50. Floyd said he sent 50 somewhere. I don't know where, but thank you.
West Texas Audits chipped in as well. He just said that he chipped in.
Thank you, West Texas Audits.
Yeah, listen, Josh from Wisconsin, don't be afraid to reach out to Long Island Audit. You know, it's we have West Coast, East Coast, Central America, Midwest, United States. We need more. We need to come more together, and we need to try to work together to get him out of jail. That would be the ideal thing here.
Okay, Sally says, don't you only have to pay 10%? Roy, will you explain what's going on to Sally?
Sally, you only have to pay 10% if you're going to put up the balance of the 40,000 in collateral. So we're going to pay it off in full and not put any collateral up, because there's a lot of background noise I'm hearing, like a fan or something.
I don't hear it.
There we go. It's better. We only have to put up 10% if we put up the collateral as well, which is $36,000 worth of collateral. And then we have to deal with these stipulations from a bail bondsman, which they're worse than the jail getting released from. They monitor you. You have to check in daily. You have to jump through a bunch of hoops daily. And if you mess up one time, they revoke your bond and they take your collateral. With the jail, when we pay cash, you get out, you deal with the conditions of the release, which will be the orders of the judge, which no contact with the alleged victims and do not return to the scene of the crime will probably be about it. He may have to call in once a week, maybe once a day, just to check in, but it's not going to be released under the conditions of a bail's bondsman, if you will. So it's a tough choice, and James made this choice himself.
Yes,
Because he didn't want me to lose my house. I was going to put up my house because the bail's bondsman didn't like my RV. He wanted more than that. They wanted my house. I was going to put it up. James told me no, he doesn't want to deal with those conditions, and me risked losing my house to do what we can to pay cash for the bond. So that's what we're doing.
Let's
Because
get this match. Let's get
another
this
thing,
match.
man, if a troll or anybody called that bonding company after we got him out and just told them a lie, they could revoke his bond based off a lie, and then you guys would lose your house and everything. So it's just, that's why James said he didn't want to do it.
Who's gonna match Crosswell Voice? Crosswell Voice, name is Leah on GoFundMe. We got a $20 donation right there from Crosswell Voice.
Yeah.
Name is Leah on the GoFundMe. Who can we get to match that $20 donation? That would be
Leah
absolutely amazing. Sally Stanley, good to see you. Nice to see you, Wright. How are you? Good to see you, Aaron Queen, Lenny. Always good to see you. Least trustworthy Weasel. Good to see you, least trustworthy. So we need someone to match Leah right there.
Crosswell. And I want everybody to know that I'm not being cheap because I haven't donated a lot during this live stream. But as you can see, I just put on the screen, I already put up 1,000, and then I donated another 70 about an hour ago. So I'm not being cheap, as you can see.
No, you're good, Harvey. Listen, you started this, because just so you know, in the background, Brian and I have been talking since this happened from Here's the Deal, and I've been talking to Roy for the last few days as well. But then you actually led by starting this GoFundMe and starting this live stream. So you've done what had to be done, and everybody here should Alibaba, brother. A round of applause for Harvey Freeman, everybody, for what he's done today.
Absolutely, 100%. Thank you, Harvey. Appreciate it.
I just used my platform. Roy and Tucson Police Suck have actually been leading this campaign, so I want to give them credit for it.
Where are we on that GoFundMe?
Let me refresh it. 5504. We just got a 70. Is that 27 or 70? I'm losing my eyes. $27 donation from Anonymous. Thank you so much. Crosswell Voice said I did 20 on GoFundMe. Okay, we saw that. That was Leah.
Joe Williams did 100, man. Thanks, Joe, because you could. Appreciate that. Eyes on Mark Gate did 11. Patricia did 20. Lil Knight did 25. Anonymous put in 50. Chad Carell put in 10. Karen Anderson, 25. Stoffel, there's that 50 Stoffel. Where'd it come through, buddy? Troy Tripoli, 200. Good, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Kevin Giddens put in 10. Winston Knowles put in 100. And then we go down that line a little bit. James Allensworth got $25 in the pot. Angel put in 20. Nathan put in 10. Cat Food put in 5. Little Knight got in 25. Let's read your name off the list next. Whoever's watching, let's get your name on that list so we can shout you out next if we could. Let's get as many people as we can. This is a fundraiser. We have got to get this guy out of the dungeon.
Agreed, 100%.
Some of the larger donors was Brian Goss, $500 there. Sarisha Naka, $730 there. Clifford Williams, $500 there. Marianne Bergman, $100. I mean, thank you guys very much, all of you guys.
Yep.
Yeah,
I appreciate these super chats y'all are doing, but I would much rather you guys donate this money to James's these fundraisers, if you don't mind. I'm not going to complain about y'all super chats, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, he's 100% correct because number one, they take at least a third of it. I only give 50% of super chats because of the problems with getting that money. And then number two, there's not a consolidated place that creates an algorithm because that GoFundMe, the more donations that are on there, it's an algorithm, just like YouTube, just like Instagram, TikTok. So the more people, that's why I'm asking people to put in $5, $2, $10, $1, whatever you can put in because it's an algorithm. GoFundMe is just like YouTube. The more donations that go on there, the more that GoFundMe floats to the top. So if you could, it would be great if as many people in this chat, I can't see how many people are in here. How many people are in the chat right now, Harvey?
307.
307. There it is.
So Samuel Howe said, I matched Harvey. Did you get a $1,000 donation from Samuel Howe?
I don't see it. Let me see here.
I pinned it on the screen. Let me refresh this GoFundMe.
5544 is what I'm seeing on it.
I see Jose Chili donated another 20. Thank you, Chili.
Yeah, we're just matching funds is all I was doing. That's all I was doing.
Maybe he matched my 70 is what he meant. Because I did 1,000 and then I did 70. Chip Crewy just donated 20. Thank you, Chip.
Oh, Tim Blias put in anonymously. Tim Blias has been a member of Team DLZ for years. I believe you 100%, Tim Blias. Thank you for putting in anonymously, just for putting in anything. There's
Joey said, GoFundMe charged me $16 to send 100. Is that true, Chili?
Well, so just so you know, when you go to the GoFundMe, remember what you put in there, Don't just put send. Oh, Alien Factor put in a $5 super chat. But when you go to GoFundMe and you put in some money, there's a little scale beneath it that gives a tip to GoFundMe. Now, me personally, after the Canadian truckers, I give GoFundMe 0% tip, none. But I use them all the time, and I've easily raised almost $200,000 from GoFundMe stuff. But at the same time, if you don't want to tip GoFundMe after you put that $20 or $10 or $50 or $100, whatever it is, go down and put the scale at 5%, 2%, 7%, whatever you want to tip GoFundMe. I don't think. Oh, there's DJ Chip. DJ Chip, good to see you, man. What's going on? How you doing? Good to see you. I will drop the link for the GoFundMe in the chat as
There's
well.
the link. I just dropped the StreamYard links. People are saying Val wants to come up.
Yeah, I seen Bow in here. He wants to come up. I was just getting ready to say that.
Is that Bad Badger? Is that Val?
That's Bow.
Okay.
The one and only. Bring him on, baby.
Hey,
Hey, what's up, Val?
what's going on, man? I just want to come up and contribute, and my only way to contribute is I'm listening to what's being said, and I heard Chili say that he doesn't believe James beat his wife or kids, and I also heard Harvey say that he doesn't believe that, and I think it's important to realize that that's not the allegation, okay? Even if I was to convict James of the domestic charges, the only thing he's going to be convicted of is criminal damage and threatening. That's the only thing the state has alleged against him that has domestic in the verbiage. Everything else has nothing to do with domestic, and I just wanted to clear that up because of what was being said.
I'm glad
Yes.
you did, man, because I'm not trying to spread false information.
Right, right. Well, just so you know, the troll channels have been saying how Freeman beat his wife and kids, and it's just not true. It's not even the charge.
Well, I'm reading the charges, and even if I convict him of the charges, the only thing he's going to be guilty of on the domestic portion is criminal damage and threatening.
Yes.
So all these troll channels are lying. They're all
When I-
lying.
Yeah.
When I
But he
said-
damaged
when I said-
his own property. So it was his own
I hope that helps. I'll
property.
digress. You guys are doing great, by the way. At least in my opinion, I think you guys are doing awesome.
But the only thing I
Thank you, Bow.
Yep.
domestic violence is the police report in the news were saying that he pushed somebody. That's why I said I know he didn't freaking beat his old lady or anything like that. So
You know, yeah, the news is going to put out what they want to put out. That's Sarita Police Department's propaganda wing. So Chief John Nolan obviously slammed James on his face. Who knows what he's telling his fucking people to put out to the news? You know what I mean? I mean, his family, of course, this is a very sensitive subject. They're not talking about what really happened, and I don't even want to get into it with details. I just want to get James out, and they can heal themselves, you know?
It looks
Yeah.
like somebody just put in 100. Someone just said they put in 100, and they're looking for somebody to match that 100. It's Joe. Joe W. said he put in 100, and he's looking for somebody to match that 100. If anybody has 100, that would be amazing. If you could throw that in, that'd be great.
I am.
yeah, I don't believe James is violent. I don't believe he put his hands on anybody, or definitely didn't beat anybody.
No.
I thought
No.
that's what I said. I mean, well,
You know, there's been a lot that's said that's, you know, we're just rumbling our mouths. We really don't know what the fuck took place. We're just going off what we were told, you know?
yeah.
Can't believe the news.
Well, and remember, any one of us that's a First Amendment auditor, an activist that steps out, Harvey Freeberg gets arrested, and they're going to tell us that he assaulted a cop.
Yeah.
Exactly.
True or not. Remember, who was it that was charged? It was Leroy Truth, I believe. He was charged with assault and battery on a law enforcement officer. When we saw the video, we can see that he didn't touch the cop. So it's the same thing here, most likely.
Yeah, James got slammed on his face, and he got charged with assault on that chief.
We'll be.
Yeah.
We'll be
I got charged with resisting arrest 4 or 5 times. I've never been convicted of it.
Same here. Interference with public duties, stalking a police officer, never convicted.
Those bastards convict me of everything they charge me with.
Bao sounded like he was mad at me. Was he mad at me or what?
Oh, he's not mad at you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
No, he was just trying to. Someone said even if he beat his wife, he was just clearing that up, that the allegations are not that he beat his wife. And I understand.
Yeah, Bowser's getting the back of James, man. Which I'm for how Bao came in and tried to correct that, because he, I don't want James slandered. I don't want his family slandered. I don't want to damage either side. I don't want to make false allegations in any way. I mean, we'd be as bad as the police department and the news outlets if we did that. You know what I mean? So I appreciate Bao for coming in and kind of correcting a little bit. That's cool.
I do too. But what I said earlier is I don't believe that he hurt anybody or put his hands on anybody. Just don't.
Right. And likewise.
But this has been an awesome fundraiser. But let's refresh this here.
44.
5544. Let's refresh it. Bao jumped out quick. He said what he wanted to say and jumped out. But hey, thank you for clearing up the air, Bao.
Fuck yeah.
Facts are important. My computer's running a little slow. We lost Chili. Did Chili bounce out?
Don't see him.
I don't see him either. He was having some buffering issues on his end, so yeah, I'm glad he jumped in. I'm glad he donated to help James.
He donated a lot. He got the crowd pumped up, man. He came in here with his motivational speaker mindset, and he pumped these people up, and he got a lot of people to donate that weren't donating, and I appreciate every one of you. Every single dollar counts, so thank you all very much. And if we didn't shout out anybody, get in the chat and let us know what you donated if we didn't shout you out, so we know who to thank.
Yeah. And Chili, if you're still watching, thank you, man, for what you did.
Yes, thank you, Chili. We appreciate you, man. Yeah, you want to update the money real quick? Let's figure out where we're at, brother.
Yeah, let me refresh this GoFundMe, and it just kind of froze. Let me refresh it again.
Oh shit, we bounced quite a bit. 61.44.